Hi again, it's Russell Lowe speaking. In this tutorial, what I'm going to do is show you how to animate the geometry over time. So this is the only kind of animation that I'd recommend in 3ds Max. Creating cameras and fly-throughs and all that sort of stuff, leave it to Crysis. It's a far better deal, unless you desperately don't want to move into the 21st century. Anyway, when I say Crysis, I mean Sandbox 2 for Crysis or Crysis Wars, the computer game. You can get some fantastic renders, real-time renders out of that. So I wouldn't bother with using Max to do that, quite frankly. Anyway, so animating geometry. We'll select this one that I made last time, and go into its modifier properties. Oop. Select that thing. It's already got a FFD around it. Let me get rid of that, and I'll add it again just to show you how to do that. FFD 2x2x2, control points, and then you can see holding the W or hitting the W key, I can adjust these things, and I do this quite a bit. If I'm moving something and I've left click to select and move, I hit the right click without letting go of the left, and it snaps it back. It's like a Control Z, except you don't have to sort of confirm the move and then go Control Z. So it's a little quicker to sort of test out some movements when you're experimenting. So we've got that, and I can record those things. So I'm going to hit Auto key down here, and you can see that we're now in recording mode. So I'm going to move it across to 10 frames, and I'm going to do something. And essentially, that's the process. I can scrub back on this time slider on the bottom, and you can see that what's happening is it's animating the transition from there to there. So to 20, and then I can grab these points and do something else. And so now it's going from there where it was standard up to there. It's moving those things out. Up to 30 now, and I could grab all 4 of those, and I could hit the R key to scale and the W key to move. So you can do multiple things at once, and if we scrub back, you can see it's doing all of those things. What I'll do then is select this first one, and if I hold down Shift and drag to 40, you can see it'll return in that last segment right back to where it began, because those are its standard settings. Right at the very start, I'll turn off the auto key. Classic mistake is to keep the auto key on and keep doing stuff, and find that you're recording all sorts of information and transformations. This model you can save any single one of these as a new type of model. So if you're experimenting with different forms, it's a brilliant way to create 40 different models at once, or in a very short time. Let's put it that way. What I'm going to do is right click and click out of the FFD box, and then get rid of the skylight, and then hit render, and that'll show us a render of it. If I come, actually, where's it at its largest, so somewhere like that, hit a render of that. Okay, so now we've got it, we know what's going to be captured in the frame. We want to render this thing out, so we have to go to the render setup dialog, and we're going to render a range, and I'm going to render 1 to 40 frames, and output size, let's just keep it at 640 by 480, which is small, so it'll be quick, you won't have to wait too long. And then render output files, and I'm just going to whack this onto the desktop, and I'm going to put it as Oh, that's interesting. Usually I use MOV, but they don't have a 64-bit version apparently of QuickTime Player, so that's a bit hopeless for the for Windows 7 anyway. NURBS animation. So let's just save it as AVI. Hit save. The first time you do this, you're going to have to oh, that's right, there's a whole bunch of things that are options that are missing in the 64-bit. The first time you do it, you're going to have to set up a compressor and things like that. The next time, subsequent renders, you don't have to do that. You just hit render, it'll use those last settings unless you want to change it. So I'll hit render, and you can see it's rendering all of those different frames. It's rendering quite quickly, which is kind of handy because we're building up a nice huge amount of data here, and going on to my desktop should be in here somewhere. NURBS animation. Let's open that in. Let's try VLC. Very quick. Video. Let's try opening it in QuickTime. That's a bit better. Notice that's a bit blurry because it's not a very big video file, so I'll make it a bit smaller, and then I'll go Control L to loop it, and you can see I was playing at 25 frames a second, so 40 frames is only, not even 2 seconds. So you can adjust those things as well. I'll quickly show you how to adjust those things. If we go into the play animation key down here, you can right click and you can say you want to render it at 10 frames a second, or 15 is a good animation one. Rescale the time, go OK, so that's going to give us 50 frames, go OK, oh, probably should have done that actually. Let's go Control Z, 15 frames, go OK. That's interesting, it's stopped, it's kept our keys down there, so maybe I'll just pull that one across, just clicking and dragging these things around. There we go. Play it again. And so that's happening a lot slower. And we can make some things happen a lot faster by making it by compressing the distance between the different points. Let's try dragging. I'll pause that, drag that one down to there. So if you wanted to have a more subtle transition, so you can sort of explore parts of the transformations which you think are more successful, like that set there. Okay, that'll do for now. Thanks again for watching, and hopefully you find some of that useful. Cheers.